And there we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Centered Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And help me welcome back, as always, every 2 weeks on Tuesday, the wonderful Michelle Marie of Astrological Tarot. Hey, Michelle.
Hi, Marina. Thank you so much for having me. It's always a joy to be here.
Yeah, I so enjoy reading with you. So this is I look forward to these, and they're always so much fun and
I
whatnot.
love your
So
energy too.
yeah, and we're just chatting backstage about things that are coming up, and we
hmm
are 1 week away. By this time next week, we should start to see results and things coming in, and
hmm
yeah, I'm I'm looking forward to some interesting things over the next week. Really interesting things. So, yeah. Hello, Joan Baker. Hello, Liz. Have to tell you, Michelle, if you ever have an opportunity to see some of artist Liz's work,
hmm
oh my God, phenomenal!
Wow, I love
Like
that.
just incredibly talented.
Ooh, strong
So
Venus. I love that.
yes. And hello, Epically Epic and Becky Stone. Nice to see you guys here. Witchy Gardens, hello. So, what have we got going on? Anything interesting happening planet wise or?
Oh, yeah, I can tell you what's going on planet-wise. So we have Diwali tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. Today is Dhanteras. Dhanteras is the celebration of uh, the god of Ayurveda. And so this is a really great, and it's also Lakshmi's birthday. So we're kind of
Oh,
both
happy birthday,
celebrating that.
Lakshmi.
Yeah, yeah. So I can give you all a Lakshmi mantra. This is a really good one. All
Oh,
right. Om Hrim Shrim Lakshmi Deya Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Lakshmi Deya Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Lakshmi Deya Namaha. And Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth, and she is a beautiful divine goddess that is the divine feminine, the other half of the divine masculine. And so we pray to her for all kinds of things, both material and spiritual. So if you have material needs, either bodily or trying to make it down here, we pray to her, and she gives us the coins. And if we're looking for spiritual development, we ask for the Amrita, which is the divine insight, and she can provide that. So that's a beautiful thing. And then we have a new moon coming up on the 1st, and that's going to be at 15 degrees and 23 of sidereal Libra, and it's in Swati Nakshatra. So this is going to bring a lot of freedom, a lot of balance, but it can also create indecisiveness and scattered energy because Swati is the power to scatter like the wind. This is someone, if someone has this in their chart, they have an ability to they can make whole groups of neighborhoods, nations scatter. Vladimir Putin has this in his chart, for example.
yeah.
So basically, collectively, this is a good time for creativity, diplomacy, adaptability, and we can have some challenges in cooperation because there's that scattered energy that comes with this moon. So, Om Rahuve Namaha is a really good mantra to do because it's Rahu, and that's who rules this nakshatra. And then there's also Venus because it's in Libra, and that's Om Shukraya Namaha. And those are really good for just calming the mind. Another thing you can do is you can wear a clear quartz, or if you can afford one, a white sapphire, and that can bring more clarity and balance. Lavender and sandalwood in aromatherapy can promote more peace, and white tulsi and ashwagandha can support grounding. I put ashwagandha in like a little zucchini cake that I make every morning, and it's really good for calming energy. Um, Basically, this is all about embracing your inner strength and moving toward more adaptable things because this moon is all about making people scatter. My prayer is that we're not going to have to scatter for a while in America, and that we'll do well. So that's my goal. We were talking a little bit about just anxiety and things before the show, and that's kind of what I'm dealing with the coming election and wanting things to go well and everyone to be safe. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally, yeah,
So,
totally get that.
and
I
then I have, oh, sorry.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, and then I have a full video coming out tomorrow for November transit, so you guys can see that. So I put a lot of effort into that, so you can do that. And then we also have Diwali on the 1st, so that'll be a lot of fun. I always love Diwali.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent, perfect.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, I know that we are. Um, it is going to be a little bit of a challenging week in terms of misinformation and disinformation
Yeah.
that is going to be coming out. And I noticed it particularly the last couple rallies that Kamala Harris had. Um, and I was, watching it live and watching the chat.
Hmm.
And it hit me immediately the number of bots that were in the room was just absolutely incredible. And I thought, okay, all righty. Well, this is when you know that you're part of a lost cause, what do you do as you get closer to the end? You just attack. You're not paying attention to who you're attacking, you're just reacting and attacking. And so that kind of made me feel a little better to know that, yeah, okay, you're acting the way that I thought you would.
Well,
So
and those speeches too. They were so racist and misogynistic. It was through the roof. It was like you guys are trying to gain voters, not lose them.
I
But
know. I know.
there's
It's
a
really
million things going on, but that really,
yeah, that was just awful, awful, awful. But and I think that what we're witnessing now is
Mhm.
the real character of the
Yeah, we are.
people involved, right? They've had to kind of be a little tempered up until now. Well, now they've got nothing to lose. So, you really want to know how I feel about you? Well, I'm going to tell you how I feel about you. And
Mm.
that's what they're doing. So, yeah. And hello,
Wow.
Clarence and Sixes and Barbara Nesper. Um, and we will take your questions, guys. And the way that it's going to work is, excuse me, members go first, because that's one of the benefits of being a member. And then we're going to do the tips, donations, or super chats. They get their questions answered. And then at the end, we'll do anyone else. And we'll do that as time permits. So the other thing, and I pinned it in the to the chat, is if you've asked for a reading, you must be here when we call on you, because it's been particularly challenging for me since I haven't been feeling well the last little while, to try to tune in to an energy that's not there. So, I thought, well, I really don't want to get overtaxing or whatnot. So yeah, please be here. So there. So what besides the video that you've got coming up, what else have you got happening on your channel?
Well, tomorrow we're going to have the lovely Gerald with Tarot Stash on, and we'll be all dressed up. So I'm excited for that.
Perfect.
And then on Thursday, I'm going to be doing another Boom Room with Jonathan. We're going to be talking about the immigration crisis and what's really kind of going on behind the scenes and who's behind it. It's really interesting to see how this is panning out. And then and then we're going to go to Scott's birthday celebration. That's a little after that. So, and that's Scott Scorpio sun, so, or Scorpio moon rather.
Wonderful.
So yeah, that'll be fun.
Wonderful. Oh, I'm
So
sure
yeah,
it will.
yeah.
I'm sure it will. And I have, for my part, it's a fairly light week for me.
Mhm.
So that's good. Tomorrow we've got Sisters of the Mystical Tarot, and Allie is going to be our hostess, and looking forward to that. That's at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then Val and I will be doing messages for lightworkers on Thursday. 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It'll be on Val's channel, and it's episode 99.
Wow.
99 weeks we have been doing that. It's phenomenal. And then
Congratulations.
yes, thank you. And then at 7 p.m., I've got Kitchen Table Issues with Colleen the Cool Crone and Cleo the Seer. And that's always a lively political chat where, we'll be able to look at some of the energies and some of the things going on as we get even closer. And it's Halloween, so you never know what's going to come up, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I love watching Cleo. She's a lot like Jonathan. She really is. She's brilliant.
Yes. Yeah, just fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Friday, at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I will be hosting the Story in the Cards. And really looking forward to that one, the last one before the election. So I think that is going to be fabulous. So that's what we'll be up to. That's what I'll be doing. And like I said, it's a light week, and it's a good thing that it's a light week.
It is.
I'm totally okay with it.
So next week, do you plan on doing like a live political show during the race or anything like that? Or
actually, as it turns out, yes. David and Gary, Tarot by the Bay, and Twin Tarot, we have a regularly scheduled program on Taco Tuesdays. So we discussed it last time, and I said, do you guys want to take a look at maybe, not doing it that day, maybe changing and whatnot. And they said, no, we'll do it. We'll do it same time. So yeah, next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Mountain. I think by then, we should start to see some results coming in, and we should have a much better feel.
So don't miss that. That's exciting stuff. And they're such a hoot.
I know. And they're amazing. They really are. They're so much fun, and they're just such absolutely lovely people. David explains things exceptionally well, and Gary is just the comic relief. I mean, he's a good reader, but I always get a big kick when they're working together, and David will say, "Hi, welcome to Twin Tarot." I'm David, welcome to Twin Tarot, and Gary goes, "And I'm Gary." So there, that's how things go. So I love that. I love that. Yeah. So did we want to start with maybe just kind of a collective message for everyone?
Okay, we can do that.
Just to kind of get everyone in the mood, and don't panic. Don't panic. This will be great. Okay.
Well, I know that Venus is going to be going through the Gandanta during the election, and I just got the 2 Gandanta cards, Sagittarius and Scorpio 8th house. So just breathe. Know that there might be some delays, there might be some issues. That's because we got a major planet going through Gandanta, okay? And Venus is guru to the demon, so there might be a lot of confusion going on until Venus makes it through the Gandanta and things get a little bit better. I got 3rd and 9th house. If you're feeling any anxiety, really leaning on those neighbors, those connections. If you are looking to make major changes in your life in the next few years, because America's chart's a little interesting, you might want to do some research on places that you are looking to jump. That's what my husband and I are doing now. The reason I say that is I got 3rd house and then I got 9th house. So 3rd house is all about making the right connections in your community and making sure that you have a good, stable base from which to work from as far as efforts. And if you find that you don't, or you're like a tiny blue dot in a big red sea, and you're looking for more community, you might want to reach out beyond your neighborhood and try to get those connections together. Like, for instance, Marina's in Calgary and I'm in the Seattle area, and she encourages me all the time. She keeps me from getting too anxious about stuff. So that's a good thing, especially during the election cycle and the heightened energies. I got that we're going to be kind of excited about a lot of things in the next week, which is good because I got the lovely Ace of Wands energy, which I love getting. This is all about exciting breakthroughs and, just a positive self-confidence energy that we can feel about stepping into something new. The main thing that I think we need to be aware of is, just being gentle with each other in our relationships, because this is a high anxiety time. And just kind of welcome new opportunities coming your way instead of giving into any type of negative energy that comes out of this, and know that a lot of the negative energies that are coming out, like Marina said before the show, bots. So if you are in an environment where someone's trying to control you to make things happen their way, just kind of like bow out and do your own thing. Okay, that would be the main energy that I would get there. And then I'm going to discuss a lot of the transits that we have coming up astrologically and offer some remedial measures for that too in the video that I'm going to release tomorrow, so you guys can check that out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I will look forward to that. I always like those videos because it's kind of, it gives you a heads up.
Yeah.
You just kind of know, so that if something does come up, you can go, oh, okay. Yeah, I was aware of that. It's not a surprise, right?
Exactly.
So, okay, what did I start off with? There is, I've got the Knight of Swords, and he's kind of coming in. This is about shifts and new jobs, new positions and whatnot. So it's a good energy to be looking at something new. I also picked from the Power Animal deck, and I got Dragonfly. And the message at the bottom of the Dragonfly is, you know who you really are. And that goes, oh, look at that. Perfect. Oh, I love it. I love it. So apparently you like dragonflies. Yeah. So this is all about, and the dragonfly is also about illusion. So, you know who you are, where you're going, what it is that you need to do. So just trust that. And know that you know what it is that you're up to. And then I got the beaver. And the message of the beaver is, go ahead and just do it. So make sure that you get out and vote. Don't let anyone intimidate you. If people want to engage you in conversations or get you involved in arguments, remember, it's your choice whether you participate or not, right? You can just kind of smile nicely and say, oh, that's interesting. Oh, yeah, okay. And just walk away. You know who you are. Stand in your power. So that's kind of a good way to start. I like that. Alrighty. Yeah, if there are dragonflies, there is water. Yes. Hello, Amanda Carroll. Nice to see you here. We've got a few folks who have said hello, and then there's others that are sitting in the background. They're just listening. And that's fine. That's okay. And hello, Teacher Barbara. Okay. So we'll get into some questions here. Now, Artist Liz is a member. So she goes first, and she says, I received the results of MRI of my brain today, and I'm upset. I do indeed have a subdural hematoma and pachymeningitis back and lesions on my brain. Can you see if I will make it through this?
Yes.
Yes.
Like the final card I got was the victory card, just to let you know.
Yes.
Okay,
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
This, um, for yeah, you're don't okay. As I'm shuffling, I have the Eight of Swords pop out. This is uh, don't get too much in your head. Don't make this into something bigger than it is. And I'm not minimizing it. It is serious. I know it's serious, but don't automatically go to the oh my god, I'm going to die. No, no, you're not. There are things that are happening, but you have survived this long for a reason, and you're not finished yet. Your job isn't finished yet. So, yeah, I get the Magician. You have everything that you need in order to handle this, to deal with this. And it's almost like you showing your strength to the universe. It's like, oh, you're going to throw that at me? Yeah, I got it. Okay, I can handle it. So, yeah, don't spend too much time inside your head. I also get the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is something that you're going. Yeah, you're going to be able to deal with this. It's okay. It's okay. That's what I got for you, hon.
Oh, Artist Liz, I got pretty much the same stuff. Just really watch your emotional state as you go through this, because I got Moon in the ninth house. The ninth house is all about our spirituality, our higher education, our philosophies that are outside of what we grew up with, and the Moon is our inner emotional state. So you might want to distract yourself, for lack of a better term, from the various procedures and stuff by maybe taking a book by Yogananda or something with you to your appointments, just to kind of break through some of the anxiety and stress of waiting. Of they're actually showing me you sitting in a room, and there's a lot of I hate these lights. They're like these really bright fluorescent lights that come in some hospitals, and you're sitting there and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting, and they're saying, have her bring a book, have her bring something that can kind of get her mind out of the procedure and into something a little more sophic, philosophical, something to kind of take the obsession off of the procedures and what needs to be done and put it into something else, because you have a very active and beautiful imagination. That's the artistry that you have. So I got that you might be a little upset about what's happening. I got the Page of Wands reversed. Okay. That's like, it's not the best actions are being done, things like that. But then I got the Four of Cups. Now, if you're feeling a little bit disillusionment about the direction of your healthcare status, there might be some time for some just well-considered changes. So just take a moment for introspection and rejuvenate your spirit to gain a new perspective, a more positive perspective regarding your health, because our minds do control our bodies. And with that beautiful ninth house energy, that's Chiron energy, that's healing energy. So you can heal yourself by just working on your mind and then trusting your doctors to do the rest for you. Okay, they're saying there's no use in dwelling in the past, because you've been through a lot of hurdles regarding your health. Okay. If you choose to reevaluate and do some more scans and do a little bit more work in this area, don't stress out about the outcome. Okay. What really matters now is how you see your healing moving forward, because this is a very internal battle for you. So don't let any inner complaints or distractions get in the way. Rise above them, and don't become a victim of regret or anything like that, because you are going through this to kind of like pop your head out of this. We go through dis-ease when we're being shown something. We were talking about this earlier before the show. So don't waste your time fretting over any perceived past mistakes or what you could have done differently or anything like that, because this is just something that you're moving through to help you move on to the next emotional and mental level. And then, the last card I got for you, Artist Liz, was the Victory card. So you're going through this as a way to break something off. What they just showed me was Tabashtar is the celestial architect. He rules Chitra Nakshatra, and he just took his chisel and just like broke off a piece of granite off of your soul. And that's what this experience is causing. It's like literally breaking something tamasic off so that we can see the real you and the real soul within. and then light burst through that area. So they're literally like chiseling something out and then lights bursting through. That's what they showed me. I know that's kind of a weird image, but just know that victory is coming your way. Okay, you will be crowned. You see how he's crowning her with the wreath there?
Yes.
And on the head. So that's, I had crying Jag earlier, but I'm settling down now. Thank you, Michelle. Very upset. I started self-Reiki and meditation. I have an MRI on my, okay, your spine next. I have a post-concussion. Okay. If it's okay, I will do a mantra for you, Liz, just to kind of help you, and you can listen to it while you're in the waiting room, or, you know, the best time to do this would be on Saturdays. So, yeah, but it's up to you, and I can give you one. It's a powerful one. And so, and what it does is it removes tamas and fear. So
perfect. Yeah. So, Liz, reach out to Michelle. You know, go on her channel, get her her email address, reach out to Michelle, and she can send that to you. And I forgot to mention that right in the very beginning. I forgot to say, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. So, and Michelle's channel information is in the description of the video. So make sure that you do that. It just helps us get our message out to people who really need to hear what we're saying, who want to hear what we have to say. They just don't know how to look us up. They just don't know where we are. So when you do the like, share, subscribe, especially if you leave a comment after the show, even if it's an emoji, just a thumbs up emoji, whatever, it helps with the algorithm. So very much appreciate you guys doing that. So, and you are very welcome, Liz. And for those that have just come in, I'll just remind you the way that we're doing the readings is channel members get priority. They go first because they are channel members. They support the channel on a monthly basis. And you can look at membership on the channel if you go to our main YouTube pages. And then we have those that are offering tips, donations, or super chats go second. And then everyone else will be at the end as time permits. And you do need to be here to receive your readings. So there you go. You know what? Yeah, Artist Liz, lots and lots of good things coming your way. So, alrighty. And then just a second here. I have got, here we go. And let me see who else I have. All right, James. James Med says, where are you? Another look at California District 41. The commercials have been constant at? Okay. If you mean like anti or whatnot, but James, I think that yeah. Now we're all going to witness the ratcheting up of disinformation and misinformation and outright lies and AI generated things and whatnot. So whenever you you see and hear something negative, ask yourself, where is this coming from? What's the source? Can I double check that information? Why are they sharing that with me? And what's in it for them to share it with me? And yeah, you'll find that all of a sudden it's, you can recognize disinformation. Yeah, candidate commercials. Oh, yeah, candidate commercials. Yeah, it's too bad that politics can't be polite anymore, that we've gone the way of being terribly, terribly nasty and attacking the person rather than, if they're not doing their job, there's nothing wrong in pointing out that they're not doing their job, but to attack someone personally. Yeah. Do you want to go first, Michelle? What have you got?
Sure. So the first cards I got was 10th house Aries and 9th house. And I was like, what's going on there? Well, the 10th house rules our career. That's what's getting hit by the eclipses in the United States right now is the 4th and the 10th.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 9th house is all about getting good advice. Okay. And so that's going to be hit next. So we can kind of look to see what's going there. And then I got Aries. Aries is the god of war. So this is an information war, and people are being paid. This is their career to go out and cause problems. That's basically what they're being paid to do. If you watched anything coming out of the last campaign stuff, the things coming out of these people's mouths, it's just like, you guys, come on. So just expect that there's going to be a lot of emotional immaturity, because that's what we can expect from this just overall energy. Okay. So I asked kind of what was the way through it. And the main card I got for you was the Page of Cups. Okay. This is all about expressing your emotions openly. Okay. Letting them out, like not allowing them to just kind of fester. Okay. Because you notice that the fish is jumping out over here. This is the after tarot. So if you, wow, that's an interesting tip, you guys. Okay. They're saying that your current situation, your emotional situation, can be compared to a pregnancy. Nurture and give birth to your tender emotions while bringing them into a loving world where they're cherished, valued, and desired, and stay away from people who don't do that. And that's kind of what they're running on. So
Yes.
I'm hearing mother when they say that. You have a very mothering, despite, you have a very mothering heart, which is very beautiful. So choose to see them as children that need direction rather than, they're saying basically listen to your dreams and approach life with more gentleness. They're saying just to look at this from a lighter perspective and not to take it too seriously. That's the main thing that I'm getting, because it is getting under your skin. It's getting under a lot of our skin. You're not alone when it comes to that. I did pick something from the shamanic oracle for you to kind of help you with the negative energy coming out of the campaigns and all the bots and things, and know that China's got a lot of bots. Russia's got a lot of bots. They got a lot of people sitting in these server farms doing stuff. Okay. But they're being paid to do it and process the information. It is an information war. Once Rahu and Ketu move into the 3rd and 9th houses, which is going to be next spring, we can expect a lot of issues regarding our technology sector, false information being given by the news. Our 3rd house in the United States is going to get hit by Rahu. So that's what Marina was picking up on, was just a lot of misinformation is about to come our way hard and fast over the next 18 months starting in the spring. So just be aware of that. So as you do that, I got the past, present, and future card for you. So we all arrive on this earth with a plan, and we have lessons to learn. So if you're in the process of learning these lessons, you'll notice that some of them are bad because people are acting out inappropriately. This is labeling, and this is a duality that is existent in this plane. This is Richyaloka, the place where all things die. It's not a bad thing. It's just the weight of the plane, and the reason we're here is so that we can inhabit these bodies with all of these nerves and everything else, to try to evolve our spirit in an exponential way. So when bad things happen that cause suffering, when people are put in power that shouldn't be, know that that is literally a cattle prod coming down to wake people up through suffering. And it is what causes the change necessary for the next step, for the next rung on that ladder. And a lot of people have been disillusioned from the eclipse that we had on April 8th. So there is going to be an awakening, okay? And even though the present right now is a little and the past was what just happened, know that there is a purpose for it in the future. So you can move forward into the future without expectations or agendas and be much more open to what will be for the highest and best, even if it involves some suffering, and try to let go of labels and judgments surrounding the situation, because knowing that the people that are participating in this, the people that are fighting against this, they will be held to account. That's just how this plane works. It's a karmic plane. So try not to get too discouraged by the shadows and see them as just baby souls that are trying to grow up, if that makes sense. That's kind of how I go through it. Otherwise, I go crazy.
Yes. No, that's absolutely true. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And James, thank you very much for that donation. Very much
Mhm.
appreciated. So I start off with, and this is from the Intuitive Whispers Oracle, and throat release. So, um, like Michelle said, be able to express if you're frustrated. Be able to express that frustration um, in a constructive way rather than than get into argument. Know that you're um, okay. Well, I'm 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 hearing, yeah, bite your tongue, just don't bite it off. So, there are some things that you can say to some people and they'll have a conversation with you, and then there's others who the reason that they're engaging you is because they want to have an argument. They're not interested in hearing what you have to say or what your opinion is. They just want to argue for the sake of argument. So, this is part and parcel of us kind of having to face the devil and realizing that we can walk away from the devil anytime we want, right? Those chains are very loose. And, we feel tied to the devil only because we think that we don't have any power. We do. You can absolutely take those chains off and say, I'm done. Once you're able to do that, I get the Four of Wands, the celebration, everything is everything is working out much better than you anticipated, and it comes in fairly quick with the Eight of Wands. So I do agree with Michelle that there is going to be a lot of disinformation that is going to come at us, because let's face it, what we are going through right now, what we are experiencing is kind of the emergence or reemergence of the divine feminine, and there are a lot of people who have a vested interest in that not happening. So they are the ones that are going to get very vocal, and they are the ones that are going to they're going to try to convince us of things that we know aren't real. And then I also got feel, don't think. So if your gut tells you something doesn't smell right, go with your gut. Don't try to convince yourself that, well, maybe I misunderstood and that's not what they meant, and so on. No, go with your feelings. Your gut will never ever steer you in the wrong direction. So, James, I hope that was helpful. Okay, where are we? Oh, hi. Okay. And then we've got Sheila Matthews, and thank you for that donation, Sheila. Would love a message from my guides.
Okay,
All right.
Miss Sheila, they really
Hey,
want you folks.
hi, Garnet. Sorry.
Hi. Hi, Sheila. So, the main thing that they want you really focusing on is something to do with relationships. This is the seventh house. The seventh house is opposite the first house, which rules our bodies, ourselves. So this is it's ruled by Venus, and it's all about cooperation and business contracts, relationships, marriages, things like that. So I asked what was going on there. I got that you might be considering a business venture. You're kind of looking out, your ships are coming in, you're maybe reviewing some offers, things like that. It comes with a warning. I got the Ace of Swords reversed. This is my card for either, someone is mentally not being truthful or they might struggle with a mental illness. Okay. So this is someone who's basically not mentally in the right spot that's involved in this situation. I got that you've got a really, really well planted garden here when it comes to security and things like that. But they're asking you to take a step back and avoid overreaching with your goals right now, because I did get that Ace of Swords energy reversed. So while it's wise to save for important things like a house, like education, which is what this is, retirement, the current financial situation might make it challenging. So don't let any frustrations deter you from making any future plans, but just set really realistic, attainable goals and try to see them from a very realistic, unemotional perspective, because we want to get that Ace of Swords right side up. Gratitude for what you already have will pave the way for eventual triumph and success. And if you maintain a very strong desire to achieve, and you focus more on the present and make the most out of what you currently have, what you've already planted, then you will be successful. But be mindful of any frustrating individuals that are testing your patience and maybe not telling you the truth. Okay. So to overcome this frustration, just kind of visualize your past accomplishments and remember the times that you were worried about achieving them and you did them anyway. And recognize your power, be patient and resilient in the face of setbacks. Now, I did get that this Ace of Swords energy will cause a setback, okay? But what that's going, this is the reverse victory card, but what that's going to bring is a new beginning because they want you focusing on something else, okay? That new beginning is going to bring a lot of delight. You're really going to love this, okay? And you'll be able to make a better decision on where to move next, okay? So don't let this minor setback discourage you in any way. Know that not everybody, comes with the best intentions or goals initially, and that we just learn from those and move in another direction, okay? So that's the main energy that I'm getting in and around you, and I hope that was helpful, Sheila.
Absolutely. And as we're shuffling the cards, Sheila, for you as well, I got the throat release card that came out. So usually when, even after shuffling, when the same card comes out, it's not only a message for you, but it's a message for the collective. So, don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to use your voice. Don't be afraid to, when if you see something, say something, that kind of thing, right? So I also got gift yourself. And this is looking after you and gifting yourself with the idea that you are just as important as anyone else that you are dealing with, because I think sometimes you tend to put yourself second. You tend to look to other people, and you want to make sure that they're happy, um, that their needs are being looked after, and you put your own needs first. And so with these two cards, I'm getting that, speak up for yourself, say no when you really feel no, and don't try to talk yourself into saying yes. I do agree with Michelle that there is potential for something to come in that is going to cause you, it's going to cause you some worry. That Ten of Swords, you're going to feel like you have to make a decision, and it's a decision that you're not really looking forward to making. And my instinct in this, because I also got the King of Cups, and I got the Page of Swords. So I think that you might need to make a decision about the placement of a family member that you have to make the decisions. Others are hesitant in making the decision, but they're not going to go along with you. They're going to question every little thing. And I think this is where also the throat release comes in is, hey, if you've got something to say it now before the decision is made, not after. So I think this is asking you to be a little, to be able to stand up for yourself and say, I am in this position. I'm doing the best that I can. And then I got the Swan, and the Swan is all about grace. And the message at the bottom is appreciate the beauty inside and all around you. So you can do this. This task is being given to you because you're the one that's able to handle it. So I hope, Sheila, that is helpful to you. I hope that it resonated with you and it means something. So thank you very much for that donation. Okay. And all right. Let me see, who else do we have? Okay. Then we've got, okay, Joan Baker. Joan says, do my spirit guides have anything to tell me?
They do. Now, this has been stalking me. I'm a little worried because I keep getting ninth house of travel. So I'm like, how's this election going to go? But the ninth house is all about expanding our philosophies, our beliefs, traveling. This is a big stalker card for me because Jonathan and I are looking to move out of the country. So if you're thinking about adopting a new philosophy, maybe going on a long trip or making some big plans, then that is fully supported right now. So I love that for you. YouTube's a great resource for stuff like that. So uh, then I got the Four of Cups, but it came out reversed. So you might be spending some time re-examining your goals a little bit. This is a time for emotional introspection and solitude so that you can reshape your future. I pulled this card just before the debate with Biden and Trump on how Biden would do, and he literally re-examined himself afterwards and passed the torch. So when you're in any type of relationship, project, activity, alignment is absolutely crucial. So if you're finding that your emotions have recently shifted, it's important to acknowledge and address those changes within so that you are doing the best and highest good for yourself moving forward. If you are seeking another philosophy or place to live, don't stress or obsess about it. Just share insights, set goals with people with common ideas, maybe join some groups where those philosophies or travels are fully supported. Um, and that will ease a lot of the tense or stressful communications that can come about when we're making these big changes. So just be cautious of any instability that arises from questioning yourself or your ideas as you're doing this reevaluation, and identify where you went astray to make those necessary changes. And then stick to your decision, learn from your mistake, and move forward. That's the main thing that they're saying. I did ask to kind of tap into what was in and around your energy, and I got the Queen of Wands reversed. We want her to be right side up because she's a beautiful, passionate queen. Okay, Joan? So this is all about trying to own your power. So this tells me that you possess a lot of the characteristics of this card right side up. You're someone who might embody this beautiful Queen of Wands energy. And she is bold. She is regal. She is willing to tap into those unique gifts and share them with her beautiful magnetic personality. She has a very captivating intelligence. So utilize your existing connections and forge new ones. Use the beautiful magnetism that you have in your personality to attract that more positive energy toward you, and turn that anger into fuel, honey. Okay. So if you're getting frustrated, if you're getting upset, allow those emotions to inspire and motivate you, because a true leader, she leads by example. So direct your energy into creative outlets, and I think that's going to be really helpful. I did pull a shadow card for you, and I got the same one. I got the past, the present, and the future. So this is all about just letting go of labels and judgments surrounding the situation and just doing you. Okay. So that's the main thing the guides have for you, and I hope that was helpful, sweetie.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so what I get for you, Joan, is that you've you've been a little preoccupied with how you're going to take care of things in the future, and you know that everything's going to be okay, but you're still kind of obsessing and still trying to um, rather than letting the universe work with you and show you where things need to go, you kind of want to be in the driver's seat, and you want to take the universe to show them what it is that you need. Okay. Oh, hold on. Whoops. Uh, Done. Okay. Um, so where that came from is I got the page of Pentacles, and this is it's about your security, it's about your health, it's about studying and um, kind of look business and different things. And then I got the Five of Cups, which is kind of like feeling like you've lost something, walking away from something, feeling like you're not in control of it, when really Really, you are. And part of, I think, what might help you kind of get through this is I pulled the frog. And the frog, oh, here we go. You know you've made it when the trolls come in. See, they're everywhere. Okay. And Joan, the message with the frog is clear out the clutter. So um, everything that you need, you have. And you have it. You know what you're going to do next. Just trust yourself. Know that you have the well, yeah, you're the Queen of Wands. You have what you need. So don't doubt yourself. Okay. I also got move through your fears. So if you think that something isn't going to work out the way that it's going to, okay, or you imagine it one way and it starts to look like it's going somewhere else, don't panic. Just say, okay, this is going to work out much better than anything that I had anticipated, because we're not down here really to suffer. The universe doesn't set you up to watch you fail so that they can go, ha 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 ha, look at that, yeah, you fell for it. No, it's your guides are trying to steer you in the right direction. I also got intuitive journaling. So I'm thinking maybe what the guides are telling you is to gee willikers. I wish I had some moderators in here that could just toss these out. Okay, I think I have them. Do I? Yeah. So sorry about that. Start journaling. And even if you're just journaling thoughts, right? Don't filter them. Don't try to have any definition of them. Just go with it, and then take a look at it later on. And I think that you'll see that there's messages in the things that you're journaling, the things that you're writing down, and they're messages from your guides. So give it a try. Give it a try. But the big message that I'm getting is, yeah, don't waste your time in worrying, because that's time that you don't get back. Be happy. You got this. You got this. Hello, Annie Hamlet. Ah, Lord. Okay. Joan, I hope that was helpful. Okay. And Emily Lorenz says, may I have a message from Spirit about the mistakes and missed opportunities I've made lately?
I was kind of wondering what was going on here. I got the 9th house again, and now I'm getting worried. It's like, okay, so Aries, I got Aries, I got 9th house, and so if you're thinking about an opportunity to expand your philosophy, to move abroad, it's supported right now. So that seems to be a bit of a theme in the chat today. So I'm really hoping that we have 4 more years to kind of like make plans, but you never know. Yeah. So the main card that I got for you, as far as the block, was I got the Knight of Cups reversed. So avoid flatterers, avoid those Romeos that make false promises, avoid people that are basically coming at you and saying, oh, this, yeah. So avoid this. Okay. That's the main thing that they're saying, is kind of avoid people that are overly flattering and not really, they're appealing to your emotions, but it's not for the best reasons. Okay. So I went to my Whispers of Ganesha Oracle, and I got the Innocence card. Okay. You can see that there's a beautiful aura of innocence around him in the card. And this tells me that by being soft and still, you'll be able to give the universe an opportunity to assist you in creating your desires moving forward. That can kind of help you navigate, you said, the mistakes or missed opportunities. Okay. So you're being actually offered an opportunity right now, and they're bringing it to your attention, and they're asking you to approach your current situation with a renewed sense of peace. I know that's hard when we're going through it, but if you're making changes in your, whether it be your job situation or relationships or even the direction of your life path, approach this next step with a sense of exploration and excitement. Okay, so if you're feeling a little let down and you need to kind of expand out, do so, but do it with the beautiful curiosity of a child and not the pessimism of an adult that knows what's going on. Okay, so they're saying every day call on us. We're your guides, and we can help you renew your mind. We can help you refresh your thinking. And with their assistance, you can contemplate each situation that you encounter moving forward. So ask them to support you because they're in the wings, they're ready. Remember to pray for freedom from fears, worries, or any unhealthy obsessions that might control your thoughts or harm your soul as you do this. And just be accountable for your decisions and their results moving forward, and you'll be able to pass through this block beautifully. Okay, so just expanding your awareness, stepping into new philosophies, new cultures, coming at this with excited curiosity. That's something that they're telling me, and they're like, you kind of did that. My husband and I we lost our home, and we were also burglarized, and so a lot of material loss, and we just had to send in the paperwork, and it was, long story short, it was like 400 and something thousand dollars. And so we're just looking at each other going, how is that possible? And so I've taken on this new mindset of we're going to go and we're going to travel and we're going to do all these amazing things. And, I have this job where I could go anywhere digitally, and it's going to be great. We're going to have, it's just going to open up this whole new chapter for us rather than focus on the material loss that happened. So that's what they're asking you to do, is just see this as a new, beautiful, exciting opportunity. And if you approach this with the mind of a child, it's like going to Disneyland rather than having to deal with the more pessimistic aspects of it. So don't see it as a mistake or a missed opportunity. See it as just another path for you to take. And I hope that was helpful, Emily. I'm sending you lots of love as you do that. That's a very mature question.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And yeah, she said she ignored her intuition and now try not to beat myself up. Absolutely.
We've
You
all
know
been there,
what?
honey.
Yeah. you made a mistake. Now you know what not to do next time. And if it wasn't for that, not following your intuition, two things. The idea of following your intuition has been reaffirmed in you. So if you doubted it before, you now definitely know follow your intuition. You also know how not to fall into that trap again. And you wouldn't have learned that lesson if it hadn't happened the way that it did. So rather than think of it as, oh yeah, I screwed up, think of it as, I took advantage of an opportunity to learn something that I didn't know before. Okay. So for you, I got unraveling, looking at the situation and being able to look at it and think to yourself, okay, this is how the process began. This is what I gave into. This is what I listened to. And this is how spirit was talking to me through my intuition. And I took it as something else. So there was an awful lot of learning that I honestly, I would say, look at it as a blessing rather than beating yourself up. Say, oh, thank you. This is great, because now you have a much better idea of how to move forward. I get the Ace of Wands. You know what you're going to do next. Your senses have been heightened. You're paying attention to what's around you. Seven of Wands. You are in a position to defend yourself more readily. If something like this was to happen again, you know. And yeah, I think it probably was a smooth talker that involved a little bit of money. You know that certain words are going to come up and you're going to go, yeah, that doesn't work for me. And you're not going to fall into it. Okay. I also got for you the Owl. Look for the signs, right? You've been shown some signs, and you now know. I'm excited for you, Emily. I really am, believe it or not, because you know how spirit is talking to you now, right? You have a much better sense of that. And there's lots of people out there who are trying to figure that out, and you got it. So good for you for picking up on that. Be gentle with yourself. Nobody is perfect, right? It's how we learn some of our best lessons. So yeah, and in all things, temperance. Just be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself, and be grateful for this wonderful lesson. And you're probably never going to do that again. I'm pretty sure that you won't. So I hope, Emily, that is helpful. Okay. And we've got okay, Annie Hamlet. And Emily says, nah. Okay. So Annie Hamlet is next. And then after Annie Hamlet, I've got Epically Epics. So, and then we'll be done after that. So Annie Hamlet, thank you for the donation. And she, come on. And Annie would like a message from Spirit. Okay.
Okay, Miss Annie, the first card I got for you was Third House. Third House is all about communications. It's our neighbors. It's about getting out there and in our communities and just making our voice heard, speaking. This also rules the intellect in our self-efforts. So this is kind of like the main theme of the election this year is go local, talk to your neighbors, you know, just be out there. So I asked kind of what was going on regarding your third house energy. And I got that you might be missing your intuition in an area that is trying to get your attention, and it's keeping you from moving toward tranquility. Okay, so this would be a more mental tranquility card, but it could also be physical as well. So there's something a little blocked. And so I asked what was going on. And Ganesha said, pick me, pick me. So I went to my Whispers of Ganesha to kind of help you get past this block. And I got the Harmony card. Okay. This is my Svadhisthana card. That's the chakra that it rules. So you deserve to feel really good about your existence. Okay, this card is symbolic about your personal beliefs and what will bring happiness to your life. And Spirit is asking you to remember to radiate with warmth and beautiful energy and just take some time to reflect on your personal values and your attitudes right now. What do you believe will bring you the outcomes that you're longing for to live a complete and happy life? Okay. The color orange, it's all about socializing, activity, new adventures. Orange is a color of our sacral chakra. It's called the Svadhisthana, and it's associated with our sexual organs and our reproductive system. So it symbolizes a lot of happiness, a lot of love, a lot of joy. And this is where we store a lot of our feelings, emotions, pleasure, sensuality. A lot of sadhus and yogic practitioners, we practice something called brahmacharya, which is we do not do anything sexual in this area, and that leads to immense how do I say this, improvements in meditation. So how deserving do you feel right now, Annie? Ask yourself that. When you feel that you deserve good and you're going to treat yourself well and you're going to require others to do so as well. So when that sacral chakra is clear, your interactions with people will be very balanced, very friendly, very compassionate, very empathic. And you want to attract people that have as much concern for others as you do. So when you do that, you'll experience a very strong sense of belonging. So feel good about your life. Enjoy time out with friends right now, and do what's necessary to bring yourself in alignment with what you want from the relationships in your life, because I got that this is a little out of balance and that you might want to seek some more harmony in this area so that you're not leaving the situation with any resentment or doubt regarding the other people involved. Okay, sweetie. because we want you using that divine intuition to attract the right people and move to better places where you're accepted and you can make those right connections. Okay. Now, I don't know if you live in an area where your philosophy isn't supported, but know that when you reach out, you will attract those types of people. You just got to pick up the phone and reach out, especially if you're feeling anxiety in those areas or a lack of support. Hope that was helpful, Annie. Send you lots of love, sweetie.
Absolutely. Annie, I start off with the frog again, and this is clear out the clutter. So it's like there's a lot of things happening at the same time, a lot of irons in the fire, a lot of sort of stuff happening, and you're trying to keep an eye on everything. Okay. I got messages from the third eye. So like Michelle said, pay attention to your intuition and don't trust your intuition, and don't try to talk yourself out of it. I pulled 3 tarot cards and I got 3 major arcana. I got the Empress. That is, you have what you need. You know what you have, and it's almost like you're feeling comfortable in the space that you're in, and somebody is coming by and trying to make you feel uncomfortable. I get the death card. They're trying to put an end. They don't like the fact that you're happy. They don't like the fact that you seem to be well adjusted and doing okay, and it kind of bothers them. So they want to come in, and they're it's that personality that comes in that uh, is wishy-washy, but they talk to you in a way that you can never say they're being mean. It's just, oh, Annie is such a great person. I mean, she's absolutely lovely if you can catch her when she's sober. I mean, she's just the loveliest woman around, right? So it's that, yeah. So that's what they're trying to do. And don't let them, because you are the high priestess. You got this. Not only the empress, but the high priestess as well. You are in control of all these things. So clear out the clutter. Get rid of the things that, say to yourself, okay, so maybe I'm not for everyone. I don't have to be for everyone. Not everyone is for me. But I think that this more than anything else is kind of a I would see it as a little humorous, Annie, in that thank you, Patricia. Is that someone is trying to get the better of you, and they're not going to succeed. So don't even waste your energy trying to defend yourself or explain anything. Just let it go. Just let it go. Yeah. Yes. And you are going to find your tribe, Annie, and when you find them, they're going to be thrilled to have you there. Absolutely. So wonderful. Thank you, Annie. I hope that was helpful. And epically epic, are you still here with us? If you can let me know, and then that will be our last one.
Oh, you're welcome, Annie. I know what it's like to search for your tribe. I had a massive edit during Sati Sati, so I'm glad I have lovely new friends. I have Marina and Allie, and it's just, they tell me the truth, and Sherry and all of that. So it's wonderful.
Yes.
So,
it takes a while to find the right tribe, but when you do find them, it's like, yes, I'm here. Yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't see anything from um, from Epically Epic. Alrighty. Um, and Queen of Love and Infinity. We're just getting ready to shut down. We've been on for an hour and 9 minutes. So perhaps another time. We are on every second Tuesday and we do the readings. And you can also go to Michelle's channel and take a look at what she's got. She's got great things on her channel. And yeah, catch us. Michelle's going to be on tomorrow with Gerald. So yeah, you can get in there and just get in there early and ask your question and take it from there.
And we'll be
Yeah.
in costume, so it should be fun. Excited to
Yeah.
see what Gerald comes up with. Oh my gosh, the
Oh,
king of props.
yeah, absolutely. You know what? Gerald always reminds me of that. Not a, you probably don't remember the show. You're too young for that. Mr. Dress Up
Oh,
and Mr.
okay.
Yeah, and Mr. Dress Up with Casey and Finnegan. He had a tickle trunk, and every once in a while he would open up the tickle trunk and he would pull things out so that he could get dressed up. Gerald is like that. I mean, you know,
That's
it
why we call him
whatever prop
cowbell.
you're looking for, he goes, "Oh, just a minute."
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Hmm.
all righty. Well, thank you, everyone who has joined us. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate the support. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you again in 2 weeks' time. And Michelle, a pleasure as always.
Thank you,
Such a
Maria.
joy. And I love the fact that our cards were in tune so often.
Oh
Again,
yeah.
love it when that happens.
Me
All
too.
right, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you later. Bye.